I'm Ivana Jane Parayawan. The author of the essay I was about to discuss was Nell Waldman. I think she's not that famous enough because I've researched a lot, but still only bit details is what I've found. Nell Waldman has a Bachelor in Arts and Master's degree and a Doctor of Philosophy in College English Literature. She was an English professor in Centennial, Toronto for 26 years, specializing in literature and composition. She was also the co-author of 7 editions of the top anthology used in first-year composition courses in Canadian content. Professor Waldman has taught several well-received courses on short fiction at Lifelong Learning. The essay assigned to me was entitled Flunking with Style. Flunking meaning failing, so failing with style. The author gives guidelines on how to fail your year, and I think that is something really an attention-getter. People often remark that succeeding in school takes plenty of hard work. The remark implies that failure is a product of general idleness and zero motivation. This is an opinion she'd like to challenge. To fail your year in the grand style, you must antagonize your teachers, disdain your studies, and cheat on your work. Keep the following guidelines in mind. The first step, antagonizing your teachers. Isn't it difficult if you keep in mind what is it that teachers like? Intelligent, interested, even enthusiastic faces in front row center. Show that you're bored before the class begins by slouching in a desk at the back of the room. Wear your Walkman and don't forget to turn up the volume when the teacher starts to talk. Carry on running conversations with your seatmates. Above all, never volunteer an answer and respond suddenly with an I don't know if the teacher has the nerve to ask you a question. Before long, you'll have that teacher bouncing chalk stabs off your head. Once you've earned the loathing of your instructors, you'll be well on your way to truly memorable failure. The second step, disdaining your studies, is easy to master. They're probably boring anyway. First, don't buy your books until close to midterm and keep them in their original condition. Don't open, read, or note anything in them. Better yet, don't buy your text at all. Second, never attempt to take notes in class. Third, stop going to class completely, but have lots of creative excuses for missed assignments. You can bet your teacher will be really amused by these old standbys. By now, you are well on your way to disaster. The third step, cheating. Cheating will deliver the coup de grace. Coup de grace means death shot to end suffering. Cheating will deliver the coup de grace to your academic career. Should an instructor be so sadistic as to assign a research paper, just copy something that a librarian or Google will be happy to find for you. Your instructor will be astonished at the difference between the books published, professional prose, and your usual halting scrolls. You're guaranteed a 0. During your exams, sit at the back and crane your neck to read your classmates' paper. Roll up your shirt sleeves to reveal the answers you've tattooed all over your forearms. Ask to be excused 3 or 4 times during the test so you can consult the notes you've stashed in the hall or the washroom. Use a lifeline and text a friend. Be bold. Dig out your old wood burning kit and emblazon cheat notes on the desk. If you want to ensure not just failure but actual expulsion, send in a ranger a look-alike to write the exam for you. If you will follow these guidelines, you will be guaranteed to flunk your year. Actively courting failure with verve, with flair, and with sense of drama will not only ensure your status as an academic washout, but will also immortalize you in the memories of teachers and classmates alike. The challenge is yours. Become legend, pick up the torque, and fall with it.